Track and field fans, get ready for the ultimate relay showdown in the Big Apple. It's the New York Next Gen Invitational Relays 2025, the high school edition, featuring some big schools from Jamaica, Kingston College, Jamaica College, Calabar, Vere, Hydel, Homewood, and much, much more. Saturday, April the 19th, the place to be is the stadium at Memorial Field, 431 Garden Avenue, Mount Vernon, New York, from 8:30 in the morning till 6:30 p.m. Get your tickets now. They're only $25 before February 28th, $40 after, and children under 13 absolutely free. It's the New York Next Gen Invitational Relays, brought to you by the Board of Governors of the Next Generation Event Corp. For more information, call 929-360-7585 or 973-510-3148. Or you can email info@nextgen-nyc.com. Take advantage of the early bird special. Get your tickets now. Track and field fans, you definitely don't want to miss this. Saturday, April 19. Don't miss it. Calling all track and field fans, get ready for Saturday, April the 19th. Save the date, save the date. Saturday, April the 19th. Get ready for a full day of track and field excellence as the Board of Governors of the Next Gen Event Inc. presents the inaugural Next Gen New York Invitational Relays event 2025, the high school version, from 8:30 in the morning till 6:30 p.m. inside the stadium at Memorial Field, 431 Garden Avenue, Mount Vernon, New York. Sponsors and partners are welcome, but make sure you get your entries in before March 31st. For more information, call 929-360-7585 or 973-510-3148. Or you can also email shawnoclaf@gmail.com. Track and field fans, don't miss it.
Yes, good night, all my Facebook family and friends. Welcome to another episode of My Perspective. This is Sean Falcon, your host. Hope that you have been having a wonderful week so far. And, you know, it's what it is. I got a lot to say. Yeah, I have a lot to say tonight. A lot to discuss. Yeah, man. Jamaica and the USA and around the world. A lot of things I got to say. But it seems like I will have to take a short break. And I'll be back. And I'm going to play a video while I get certain things up and running. Because there's some little technical issues I'm facing right now. But I'll be back. So enjoy this video. It's my coronavirus video, one of the best videos I ever enjoyed. Enjoy it. Give me a few minutes. I'll be back.
People are afraid, they are petrified. It have them lock up in a them house, them don't want to go outside. All of the clubs and pubs locked down, I can't even dance to my champion sound, but I stay strong. Ready for self-isolation, Sean. Now we under attack, drones from out of space. So if you're going out, put gloves on, put a mask over your face. Me all I wrap up my dreadlocks and bring my cleansing cream with me. Maintain a good personal hygiene and stay 3 meters away from me. So I say go straight out the door. Coronavirus, you're not welcome anymore. Were you the one who tried to make me lay down and die? You think I'd grumble? You think I'd lay down and cry? I will survive. I will survive. Just as long as I know how to live, I know I'll stay alive. Clean out your house good, disinfect and sterilize. I've got my Silk Bang, Domestos and my P-Rum by my side. Hope and pray the NHS don't fall apart. Big up the doctors and the nurses, we keep them in our thoughts. All those hours that them working just to keep people alive. Maximum respect due to all of you. My heart is full of pride. Now you see me say respect you. I'm not that selfish person in that supermarket queue. So if you feel like pushing past vulnerable people and I see all that anger that's inside, you don't want to upset me, so I say go straight out the door. Coronavirus, you're not welcome anymore. Were you the one who tried to hurt me with your lies? You think I'd grumble? You think I'd lay down and cry? Oh no, not I will survive. Yeah, as long as I know how to live, I know I will survive. People, clean out your house good, disinfect and sterilize. I've got my slick bang, domestos and my rum by my side. So if just like me, you have lost good friends, and you don't know if it's corona or government and murder them. Hello? One thing I know, just make sure you not end up in a hospital. Me not go make no doctor joke me. Me not take no vaccination. So I say go straight out the door. Coronavirus, you're not welcome anymore. People, clean out your house good, disinfect and sterilize. I've got my silic bang, domestos and my rum by my side. Now they say that domestic abuse is on the increase because of all them dirty liars and them bedroom cheats. True lockdown, them can't sneak out, and their lover is all alone. So they keep texting, sending messages to your mobile phone. Your partner find out, and them get vexed. Them sip your naked picture, worse than that, them read them intimate text. Oh, but just like Shaggy, you tell them, no, it wasn't me. No, you see all this corona causing pure misery. So she say, go, sleep on the floor. As far as she's concerned, you're not gonna get her zoom zoom anymore. She treat you good, she treat you like a king and a man. And just because you couldn't keep your little something in your pants, so I say go straight out the door. Coronavirus, you're not welcome anymore. Were you the one who tried to make me lay down and die? You think I'd crumble? You think I'd lay down and die? No, to all those shopkeepers who are going to thief. What was £1.99 is £3.45 this week. Oh, now let me send out a little warning to all of them. I will send for all my friends, thief out your things and share with them. So I say go straight out the door. Coronavirus, you're not welcome anymore. Clean out your house good, disinfect and sterilize. I've got my silic bang, domestos and my rum by my side. I will survive, I will survive, yeah. As long as I know how to live, I know I'll stay alive. Hey, clean out your house good, disinfect and sterilize. I've got my silic bang, domestos and my rum by my side. So I say go.
This is a Friendly Fire production.
Yes, good night. Welcome back to another episode of My Perspective. I'm your Sean Falconer, your host, as usual. You know, we are here to make sure we do our thing, sort out ourselves, make sure everybody's happy, and we'll do a thing. Just want to apologize for a little late start, but you know, at this technical issues I see, I still have this issue with it, but it's what it is, this technology. But I must say, it's good to start the show. You know, still have a lot to say, a lot to discuss. So I go straight into the show without any further ado. Must say that this week has been an interesting week internationally, Jamaica-wise, and it just some things I really want to throw out there. But before I even start, I must give thanks that, you know, the next generation Yes. If you can see, this is my logo tonight. Next Generation Invitation Relays. The word is going out, and before I came on the show, I got some calls about it. And they're my friends from way back from high school days, and they're all looking to give me the support. And I really appreciate for the fans that are reaching out to me so far that they're going to support this Next Generation Event Relays. It's the first high school edition in years, and it seems like the whole enthusiasm is there. Let's hope that we can get our sponsors to come on board and make this event a successful event. And hopefully we can bring something new to New York. I call it tri-state era. There's some things still outstanding, waiting for the high school teams in the Jamaica College, Kingston College, Vere and Homewood, and those schools, Idle, to see they will come apart, because we know that it will be a circuit for them, because they'll be first, they will having the circuit here, and then go to Penn Relay, and then go out. So it'll be a circuit for them for 2 weeks, compete. And I know that hopefully the schools will respond back in time, so we can pump up the marketing and excitement of this new event. Must say gratitude to the Board of Governors, and especially to my friends who have extended and congratulating me on this venture we're taking on. It's not going to be easy. I mean, once it will stop being it, but we are pushing. So, brothers and sisters who hear me out there, who have friends in New York, tell them about this event. It's high school edition. Hopefully, we get local community behind it. It's important that community support us. While we garner support from, the Jamaican teams to come up and be a part of this event. It's supposed to be a fun day. It's going to be action-packed. Non-stop from 8:30 to 6:30 p.m. That's the slotted time we have. That's our events. There'll be preliminary rounds in the morning, it's ready, and then there will be showtime, and open ceremony. We will have the novelty events like, the president's race, and also looking to me add kids, 5-year-old and under, running like a 40-meter, 30-meter race. So we're trying to make everyone be inclusive of everybody, so the family can come out in the numbers and give this event its support. Yes, this event is a new event, and we hope that it will be an event for years to come, where the community of Mount Vernon and the city of New York and Tri-State will support this event. And this school from back home will become a part of it. So I'm looking forward. The challenge is there, to be honest. It goes already. This new event, the challenge is there. But in faith I walk. I tell my team, in faith I walk. Hopefully everything will manifest. Maybe not be, I want to be, but in faith I walk. And in God I put my trust. Yes, in God I put my trust. And I hope that this event will be executed. Coming on. It's a lot of moving parts, but we as a team are sticking together and working through all the kinks and all the things to make sure we get this event off the first year. So pray for my brothers and sisters and all that. Anyway, never mind chatting about Next Generation event. More to come on that. But tonight, I want to talk about, this, about I tell you, Donald Trump and this administration is going on like, and Elon Musk, who to me is Donald Trump's sidekick and the man with a million, who's the richest man in the world, they say, what is he doing? He's trying to transform the federal government by cutting staff, reducing staff, sending them email, asking them what have they, this man, Elon Musk are a real gangster. You know, Donald Trump belongs together. Because the man going in, sending email staff and asking what they did for work last week. No performance evaluation, no asking what job, what is there, what work did they accomplish last year, our task they accomplished last week. And so this is over 1 million. No, let me say there's 2 million federal workers, but this already at 1 million. Let me correct my 1 million. I've responded to Elon Musk's email, right? And it's so powerful. He has access to the email of the federal government where he can send an email to people. That's how he has got this latitude power from Donald Trump to do what he wants to do. And so 1 million have responded and 1 million have not responded. And then Donald Trump now comes out and says, okay, if you guys don't respond, we're going to fire you. Your president will be fired. Some of the department heads who is a part of Donald Trump cabinet has been kind of put them a resistance, because once again, they understand that their department, they just can't go through and lay off, because they are certain critical pieces of the department that always need, especially in the area of security. So Elon Musk going around asking emails, what were your tasks and all that. And this is what is happening when they give one person power of latitude to do anything he wants to do and say anything he wants to say. This man stood up in a cabinet meeting and the president this show, this grandiose show with the cabinet members, and he was the first one to stand up and talk about what he's going to do and all that. But I say this, we don't know apology. They always say, it's hard to get to the top. Yeah, it's hard to get to the top, but it's easy, very easy to get to the bottom or to the ground quickly. So Elon Musk and his adventurous self and trying to trim the federal government, he can continue, but I know for sure they're going to be a lashback, they're going to be lawsuits, a lot is going to take in place. And this is what happens when the labor laws in America, I want to talk about labor laws, I want to talk about Jamaica down the road. Labor laws in America is like this. You can either be laid off or be fired. You can be hired at will or you can be hired in contract. Those are the situations you have. Right. So if you're hired in contract and you have a union backing you, that's a different thing. If you're hired at will with a contract, they can fire you, get rid at any time. And that's what Elon Musk is doing. He wants to fire people because most of the federal workers might have been hired at will. We don't know labor union backing them. The ones with labor union, their jobs might be saved, but not guaranteed to be saved, if you understand what I'm saying. So my thing is this. There's going to be some rocky times ahead for Jamaica, for the United States, because imagine you have 2 million people, and that alone should push up the unemployment rate back. And the question is, how long these people who have been laid off will be able to get back a job? They have been hired as specialty workers for the federal government for years, or maybe for a short period. But now they're out of job. How long it going to take them to get, and they're going to get unemployed for how long? How long can unemployment last? How long? And then when we talk about unemployment is not their real salary. Unemployment is I could say maybe a fraction or less, maybe 0.5 of their salary or 0.25 of their salary. So therefore, those persons who will be laid off for 6 months or more, or will be laid off who won't have a job, they will cut their spending. And that's another effect on the economy. Because American economy relies heavily on consumer spending. If we understand what I mean, consumer spending is what helps to keep the economy alive, that helps to keep economic growth going. So my brothers and sisters, they are interesting times ahead now for the U.S. economy. There's going to be difficult times ahead in terms of inflation, price increases, the job market. Is the economy of the U.S. is heading into either a minor recession or a major recession? My perspective is that with all this chaos and unpredictable, the American economy cannot, last out without going through some form of recession. Because once again, the American economy depends on proper consumer spending. And if there's a crunch or the unemployment rate increase, that means that something is going to happen. It can affect stock market, it can affect the housing. Yes, it can affect housing because there's no people in jobs who can get jobs, who can now secure loans. The bank interest rate might go up. Housing interest rate might go up again. So there's a lot of moving parts that is going to be affecting the U.S. economy down the road. So my brother here in the U.S. and all, please make sure you try to save as much, stock away as much, because I know for sure that something is going to be happening. It's going to happen in terms of maybe a minor recession or a major recession. And that's just the reality of it. I can't go around it because if a government is unpredictable with actions, then what can I say? Moving on, I see where Donald Trump is trying to make a deal with Ukraine president. Do you think that he wants to trade back that the amount of money U.S. gave him? He wants back some of the minerals in Ukraine. He can know, this. He's so ghetto. I mean, yeah, he's trying to. If you give some money, we want back something for you from you, minerals, and he's hoping that with that trade off, the businessmen can go in there and maximize their earnings. But what's surprising about Donald Trump? He's saying to the UK president, you can't join NATO. No, you don't dictate to the people. That's a sovereign country. If they want to join NATO, let them join NATO. And it's quite clear Donald Trump is siding with Russia right now. Yeah, he's siding with Russia. He is siding with Russia. And he called him my friend Putin is very our buddies. We know that from the last time he was in power. He defending Putin's actions. Now he's back in power. He wants to be grandeur and good friends with Putin, so he's back in Putin. And forgetting that Russia was the aggressor who invaded Ukraine. And I know the Russian economy is hurting, but they won't tell you that. They won't tell you that. Because remember, when it started, a lot of companies left Moscow and Russia. Companies like McDonald's and those brand companies shut down shop immediately, left because of Russia invasion of Ukraine. So I know that the Russian economy is not doing well as it perceived. This war has been going on for 3 years or 2 years more. I'm pushing on. And it seems like Putin now is relying on President Trump to side with him to force the Ukraine government to surrender. Trump called Ukraine president a dictator. But his friend Putin is a dictator. No one that even challenge Putin because he has been our president for life. Elections are fraud in Russia. Any opponent that comes out against they end up dead, are in prison, or they go through prison and torture, and then they all die. Yeah. And that's what happened when you lay in bed with a dictator. And I said last week that Donald Trump is looking to become the next dictator of America. He wants to be the king of kings for America for life until he says so when he wants to leave. And so that's why right now, I'm not sorry that, what's going on in America because the people voted for that. They know what he's going to bring. So America will never go through the consequence of whatever he brings to the table. But once again, this is an opportunity for the Democrat Party to reorganize and come. And if you think about the Democratic Party, to be honest, they lack that or the impact. There are a lot of people in the party that makes a lot of noise. Yes, it's fine. Jeffries and all those people. Yeah, that's a foolish war. I know, but you know, we can't say it's foolish, but to them it's not foolish. Russia know why they were trying to invade, trying to take take over the sovereignty rights of the Ukrainian people and take over their land. But the thing about it, what I'm saying is that Ukraine deserves to have their sovereignty. Ukraine deserves to have peace. The lies that have been lost between Russia and the Ukraine soldiers it was senseless from day one. It's even still senseless. And we're seeing where now the Europe is more drawing closer to Ukraine because of Donald Trump's stance against Ukraine. And there's one, I think it's Germany, not Germany, I'm sorry, it's France, and I'm not sure which country. They're saying that, yeah, I know, that NATO doesn't have the money. We haven't realized that, but I think one of the countries, I think in France or somewhere, the new Conservative Party winner is saying that he's going to invest more in weapons. Yes, he's going to spend a portion of his budget in developing weapons. Because what he's saying is that they want to gain an independence from USA. And I can't blame the European country, the leader, I think it's France. I think France leader, yes, France, new leader. I can't blame them to think of to move away from the dependency on the US to supply them. It's time Europe and other Europe to develop and I should say develop and create and expand their army. Yes, because the reality is this: the USA has become very unpredictable with the leadership for the past maybe 12, 13, 16 years. And we don't know who, when a person like Donald Trump will come into power. The leadership of the US is waning again under this president. And so the world is not going to be looking toward China. But China is very smart. China has not committed no resources in terms of weapons to Russia because they understand the politics. We can be friends, but indirectly they're saying, you went and started war. We're not going to give you nothing. Maybe food or whatever, but we're not going to support you in terms of then giving you ammunition or what. Because once again, two things in this world is powerful: the gun and money. US have the guns and the money. Russia have, China have the gun and the money now. So another country in Europe, like France, decided that they're going to build up their army. That's what they're planning to do. So we wait and see what's going to happen. Wait and see what happens. And then another thing is that Donald Trump has now said that, he has been sending shockwaves through the USA right now with his immigration. I just saw today that they're putting out, they're creating an immigration, I would say illegal immigration registry, where what they're saying is that all illegal immigrants got to register, give fingerprint, right, and give up and provide an address where they're staying. Listen, That now gonna fly with nothing. Because that me know I'm gonna reach a court. Because that's once again, it's illegal. And I know, and you know, that if someone in the country illegal, why are they going to give up the come to fingerprint register and give it? No, they're not going to do that. Unless there is some benefit for them. And I'm talking like I have a tax experience then that some of my clients, they're here illegal, they overstayed, but they can work, they work honest money, do what they do. But in order for some employers or employees, they have to provide a tax ID number. Pay some taxes, get a tax ID number, you're okay. And that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, the extra said Trump not put no more money in the war, which is total sense. Yeah, that's correct. But you want to take off some of the minerals and even friend can benefit. You understand me? Yeah, that's true. That's a fact you're saying. The government might vote it out by one, whatever. But my thing is this Dex says that Trump is in bed with Putin. It's quite clear. And he wants also his friend, the rich friend, to benefit off of the mineral. So he's trying to trade off. I give you 100 million, we want back some of the mineral. We want back some. And that's what is going on right now. So let's wait and see what's going to happen with that. But I say that Trump and his allies and this immigration, illegal, I'm not going to be going and do registration. No, they're not going to do that. I can guarantee that. And you can't force people to give up their names, their fingerprint, and leave it just. What Donald Trump needs to do is to make a pathway for all illegal immigrants who are abiding, not gangsters. And that's the man that I see where it's going. He said it's going to be a gold star green card, 5 million US. Okay. He's targeting oligarchs. He's targeting the rich person to pay 5 million and get a green card. That's dumb. Totally dumb and stupid of him to try to do that. A gold star green card, 5 million. But the man spend 5 million in the country and go and be, because they're not hungry to come to the USA. Oligarchs have money. They can go anywhere they want to go around the world. So why would they want 5 million to get a green card? What benefit will it be for them? There won't be no benefit for oligarchs. Oligarchs have done money. They will just travel and do what they want, come to America, visit and go back home. That's just simple as that. You know, and these are things that pisses me off when Donald Trump does these stupid things. But guess what? He's just Donald Trump. You can't go around him no more. So, including the US section, I got a lot of things to talk about Jamaica and it's a lot of burning issues that I've been watching and reading. But in closing of the section 4, I'm going to take a quick commercial break. Is that Donald Trump and his chaos is going to just harm US more than be more progressive. You know, we my friend Dexter would have called Joe Biden Sleepy Joe. And you heard about fracking, and you heard about a lot of fracking. What's he come down to go, I love fracking. Drill, baby, drill. So, you know, my thing is Dexter and company who believe that Joe Biden was by, trust me, Sleepy Joe was one of the better presidents we ever had. Bittersweet for him, but he wasn't a better president because he understand he carried us through a difficult time in COVID. Because Donald Trump through COVID, he didn't do nothing. Talk about bleach, inject yourself with bleach and all to get to the COVID, which was totally ridiculous. And it's part him and the chief medical officer was always in fight. Yeah, the poor cold man. They take care of security now. Never hire private security to take care of because they take care of private security, which is totally unfair to him. Which is just one of those things. But I must say that, you know, we have, as people, have to keep ourselves positive, keep pushing through. But expect some weird things to happen. Stock market, possible recession to happen. Because there's something that is waiting to just send a shock to the US system, economy. I don't know what it is. But when you have these type of events and these instability and chaos coming from leader of a country, then there has to be some major shock. And I don't know what shock is, but it's coming, but I don't know when. And I'm not saying I'm bringing doom and gloom, but the signs are there with the leadership. Anytime leadership is very chaotic and all that. And there's no sense of direction and purpose, and there's no sense of unity, then something will happen to the economy. And that's just a fact. I saw this lady interviewing some immigrants up in Westchester, Southampton, in Westchester. And these girls are babysitters, and I know that it happens, but she's interviewing them, and they're saying, yo, they work for these people. They let them spend their own money. Them don't pay them. Some were owe like $3,400. One babysitter, she was owe like $6,000 because they take money out of the pocket, spend, and they didn't pay her. And so they are suffering too under the white people. Yeah, and the white people who hire these people, these immigrants as their nannies. They don't want to pay them. This is not new. It's going on all the time. People hire illegal immigrants to work for cheap labor and don't pay them. Yes. And that's just how America is right now. Exploitation. I remember a couple weeks back I played a video. Donald Trump hired illegal immigrant in his business. Pay them cheaply. Then he give people benefits. You know what? Let me take a commercial break and I'll be right back. So enjoy the new video on the next generation. Really, I'll be back in a few minutes. Stay tuned. I'll come back with part 2, final segment on my perspective. Enjoy.
Track and field fans, get ready for the ultimate relay showdown in the Big Apple. It's the New York Next Gen Invitational Relays 2025, the high school edition, featuring some big schools from Jamaica: Kingston College, Jamaica College, Calabar, Vere, Hydel, Homewood, and much, much more. Saturday, April the 19th, the place to be is the stadium at Memorial Field, 431 Garden Avenue, Mount Vernon, New York, from 8:30 in the morning till 6:30 p.m. Get your tickets now. They're only $25 before February 28th, $40 after, and children under 13 absolutely free. It's the New York Next Gen Invitational Relays, brought to you by the Board of Governors of the Next Generation Event Corp. For more information, call 929-360-7585 or 973-510-3148. Or you can email info@nextgen-nyc.com. Take advantage of the early bird special. Get your tickets now. Track and field fans, you definitely don't want to miss this. Saturday, April 19. Don't miss it.
Set.
And there's the gun. Carter for Jamaica, Kimmons for the U.S. Here comes the first baton exchange. Justin Gatlin takes the baton for the United States.
Both of those passes weren't the best, but you have to think the U.S. has a little bit of a lead here, Tom. Gatlin has done the job down the back stretch.
Here's Tyson Gay for the U.S. Johan Blake for Jamaica. It's the U.S. and Jamaica right together. Here come the Yankers. It will be Usain Bolt against Ryan Bailey. And here's Bolt and Bailey side by side through the home straightaway. And Bolt edges ahead. Bolt pulling away across the line. Jamaica, U.S.
Calling all track and field fans. Get ready for Saturday, April the 19th. Save the date, save the date. Saturday, April the 19th. Get ready for a full day of track and field excellence as the Board of Governors of the Next Gen Event Inc. presents the inaugural Next Gen New York Invitational Relays event 2025, the high school version, from 8:30 in the morning till 6:30 p.m. inside the stadium at Memorial Field, 431 Garden Avenue, Mount Vernon, New York. Sponsors and partners are welcome, but make sure you get your entries in before March 31st. For more information, call 929-360-7585 or 973-510-3148. Or you can also email SHAWNNO CLAF@gmail.com. Track and field fans, don't miss it.
Yes, welcome back to the final segment of My Perspective. I'm Sean Falconer, your host. There's a lot to say. I'm going to talk about Jamaica right now because there are a lot of things I want to talk about Jamaica, boy. I tell you, I've been following the news and there are a lot of things that are happening. And I don't know where I want to start, but I want to touch and go. And then if you feel like getting a little emotional about certain things, please bear with me because sometimes some things really hurt me and I really want to talk about it. But I see where it's a query, down query. I won a defamation lawsuit against the Gleaner Company reporter. I think Mr. Johnson, his name. I don't know if the last name is Johnson. He won a 10 million. Yeah, man. 10 million smackaroos defamation lawsuit against the Gleaner. And, I've seen where there's a lot of trend now going on in Jamaica where defamation lawsuit is a regular part of the politicians' vocabulary and other persons' vocabulary too now. Because what is happening is that the V-bloggers and bloggers and the news media outlets are giving out, are printing out misinformation. And so people's reputations are being damaged. And I love this, when I love it, I mean that there has to be a lesson to be learned. Yeah, there has to be a lesson to be learned that in order for you to make comments about anybody, right, it has to be factual. Yes, it has to be factual. And this reporter failed in getting the facts. He made some lamed up excuse that he was going to 700 pages from Integrity Commission. BS. Yeah, that's total BS. Yeah, total BS by the news reporter. No matter what excuse, you can't take one source, which was the Integrity Commission report, and say Query was guilty, was a part of interview process for Petrojam when Iron did the HR communicate new HR manager. You can't say that it's a query, Don Query was a part of the board when he was actually there. And so we see more and more of defamation is coming out against people who feel that they can go out and speak loosely about someone. I just saw a recent article that Darrell Vaz and David Campbell, I call him Mr. Loudmouth, David Campbell, who feel that his mouth is bigger than anyone else, and when he bark, everyone will jump and shout and everyone will go. He and Darrell Vaz now is going to a mediator to trash out some form of defamation he said about Darrell Vaz. And this is the trend now in Jamaica. Guess what? You had a V-blogger, and then there's one Darrell Vaz have to take out a restraining order against this V-blogger who calls them, oh my God. Yeah, he just loose. I must apologize, and he gets a restraining order against him saying anything. Defamation now is a big thing in Jamaica. Because in the past, people could say anything about someone without facing the courts. And I love this when even David Campbell, when someone speak about him, he said, he might call him black, I did some form of defamation there. It's a big business, Jamaican. So say anyone chat boy your back, defamation. Carry them go court, get some money out of them head. Because the reality that Jamaicans love to use misinformation and try to hurt people's reputation. Yes, that's what they do. Even in simple gossip, they try to use rumors and allegations against person to hurt them or hurt people. So my thing is that, if you feel that someone has defamed you, you're all right to go to court. And that's what they in Jamaica now. People must report accurate information, not inaccurate. Especially as with journalists, you have to do your homework. You have to do your research before you put out the article. Probe and probe and probe. Probe for the truth. Yes, probe for the truth, not for defamation. That's all I can say about that. Moving on. I see where the new Integrity Commission leader has been chosen, a retired judge. That's lady said. Oh, I must say, rest in peace, Nita, Miss Nita, the lawyer who died recently. She was a fearless lawyer. Yeah, she was very fearless. Well, rest in peace. But I see your Integrity Commission based on the recommendation from the government side and opposition side. They recommend this judge to be the new Integrity Commission leader. So I hope that the opposition will come out and say that bad choice, bad pick, and all that. And then the former governor of Bank of Governor of Jamaica, he's now part of the directorship in director of Integrity Commission. Don't remember his name is on top of my head. I get old now. Can't remember everything right now, but yeah, he was a good governor in his time. He served well. I think on the Bruce Golden administration, he served well. So hopefully, my thing is this: the both parties have to agree with certain amendments to the Integrity Commission law. Yes, they have to agree on that. There must be some and let them be more centric focus on certain things, and let them not go all over the place and bring MPs or senators or public officials reputation into dispute. Because that's what I found out for the past one, maybe from Bruce Golden days, 2007. There are a lot of things that have been changed in Jamaica where people, the public court of opinion, quickly drag people's reputation to the mud. And that's kind of unfair because a lot of these people serve Jamaica well, serve in capacity that sometimes they didn't want to even serve, but they were called upon to serve and they did not deny. They didn't shoot it down. They stepped forward and served with dignity, with pride, with a high level of morality and values. So my thing was that we must protect people's image and their reputation by what we say, what we do, what we portray out there. Because once again, people have their reputation to defend. And that's just a reality. Yeah, me and my reputation for defend. Me don't want nobody to call my name and say things out of character about me. Because once again, I know me. And we must be able, individual, to defend our reputation. Because once again, we are watched. We are looked upon. I'm doing this show right now. I'm looked upon and being watched. I mean, watch if what I'm saying making sense. I mean, watch to see if my perspective is crap or rubbish. I mean, watch to see. Some people might not like what I say, but that's part of life. We can't appease everyone. But the most important thing is that we speak the truth. And if we are wrong, we must be able to say we are wrong and correct ourselves. We must be able to say, make an apology to people if we find that we have erred. But what I find is a lot of people, when they erred, they don't want to apologize. They prefer to just let it slide under the carpet, under the rug, and then make it feel it's quite true. But one thing I learned about life, you can sweep all you want to sweep. I don't forget, because at the end of the day, whatever you said about me or you try to damage, I will keep that, because once again, it's quite clear that you are not what you say you are. And so we must be mindful of that. You know, whatever we do in life, We must be authentic. Yes, we must be authentic. And that's just what, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. Be authentic is something that a lot of people don't understand. They prefer to strive and grow you and all that. But that's life. So I wish the new Integrity Commission directors and leader all the best. I'm going to tell you straight. Greg Christian, all the rest of them forgot. It's clean sweep. Sweep them out. Time come. Time come, man. Yeah, man. Time come. Everybody else forgot. Yeah, man. Leave, man. Leave. Straight. Yeah, and you know, I know the law and giving you certain leverages to do certain things, but at the same time, you guys didn't try to protect the reputation of a lot of people. So I feel everybody, investigator, Christy, the rest of them, just take time, pack on the bag, pack up on the trophies, pack up on the picture, clean on the desk, and just leave. I don't want to hear that they are reappointed. No. Go get some other work and have skill sets. Leave the Integrity Commission alone. And for Justice Panton, your legacy for me will be the day you're going to the parliament and you carry your own water and I say you don't trust the people who appointed you, who gave you the power to make sure you do good and do right with the power you got, to make sure you keep check and balance of all the parliamentarians, making sure they are above the law in terms of reporting their financials or their financial what couldn't know. Let's say that I won't put the financial. Let's put they report all the assets that they have in possession. And you are the leader, Mr. Panton, decide to go and your team decided to take the Prime Minister's task about his 28 bank accounts, about his family business, and assuming that just because him giving his son a business, Andrew Holness is still a part of the business. And let me put it clear with that. People need to understand. Even if he gave his son, he can be a mentor to his son in that business. You can feel him, son. So if I make money and so to daddy, I want to give you back something, that's his choice. It's nobody's business. And the Integrity Commission failed because they got too intrusive in everything and they start nickel and dime everything around Beauregard and interfere with other people too. And I know for fact that they overlook some other people information, assets too. I didn't dig deep enough that they would have found certain things too. So my thing is that goodbye Panton and the crew. Fresh face, come in, do your job. Be fearless. Don't be biased. All I can say to them, and I wish them luck. Anyway, moving on. I'm going to talk about crime in Jamaica. What time is it? I'm going to tell you we have, oh, Jesus. 9:24? No, stop. I don't want to touch my main part yet. No, stop. What do you mean about crime? I'll come back to that another time. But I want a time. Really, who that? Broker don't want to pay taxes? No, sir. Broker don't pay taxes. If not pay taxes, I'm going to jail. Broker, if the prime minister talk, you must pay him tax like anybody else and go to jail. But I got 6 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go, I want to talk about something. Yeah, listen, next time, I understand what you're saying. There are things that they can go around, avoid that, like putting money offshore, Cayman, where they're tax agent. That's fine. The law allows you to do that. But for one thing that Jamaica, you make your money, you have to pay taxes. Yeah. Like all taxpayers, any person, any government, any prime minister have to pay taxes. No excuse. So let me move on quickly to the last topic one. I want to talk about education in Jamaica. And this is where I saw St. James High School, St. James, where they are infighting between the principal and teachers, and teacher get students on them side, and the principal wife, she is like on the board of director, the chairman and the principal are odds and all that. But the reality, who suffers the most in this situation? I know all my viewers want to, it's the children who are suffering. And you know what I need if this new Minister of Education is serious? They need to change that act of 1979 or whatever code where principals are allowed autonomy power. And when they allow autonomy power, they act like demigods, and gods they act like kings and queens in schools. And therefore, there is limited power for the Minister of Education to act now when the kids at the school are suffering because they have been fighting battles which they should not be fighting battles. Yes, I said it. The kids at St. James High School are fighting battles which they should not be involved. And the question goes to ask again, how many high schools, apart from the elite schools, are facing the same situation where they've been fighting between chairman and principal and teachers and principal and principal wife and all that? How many other schools are facing these challenges? And it goes to show the shortcoming of the Minister of Education and its leadership. It shows the shortcoming once again of our lawmakers making bad laws. Yes, our lawmakers make bad laws. Because once again, all laws that are created must protect the most important ingredient of any in society, which that code should protect the children. What happened? Why protect the children? The law must protect the people, the most vulnerable in our society. The law must protect the persons of our parliamentarians. There must be some level of protection in the law. And right now, the kids at St. James High School are losing out. And that's where criminality is generated from. From high school. High schools, that was school. From high school, that's where criminality is generated, like, it's spread, it shows some seeds and it start growing. It's germinated, the word I want to say. That's where criminality is germinated, from high schools. Because the teachers are not doing what they're supposed to do. The teachers are there fighting with the principal and the principal called one school, one evil gang, evil group. How can you be in an environment, toxic environment, where kids are the ones who should be benefiting when it's so toxic? And I say this once again, until they change the laws of education policies and legacy, principals and vice principals must be held accountable for their action. So the boards of the school. And if they are not held accountable, that means, hey, listen, if your school have an issue, we're going to fire right away, principal. We'll fire it. We'll clean sweep you up, getting people to do the work on behalf of all the kids. The day must come when people jobs are guaranteed. No, we don't even want people don't need a guaranteed job no more. Because the world doesn't guarantee anything no more. Life is not guaranteed anymore. And that's just reality. Life is just not guaranteed. Jobs that should not be guaranteed. Because once again, we must have people who are performing. And that's what the biggest problem is. So when you what's the name? Who was the before read? listen, they keep failing and failing. And all the teachers them to fight about money. Retroactive money for get retroactive days vacation. They get holiday and then get another 4 months. How can that be? How can society have an educated public? And I say we don't know that the education system in Jamaica are producing criminals. Majority. If you don't go to the elite school, how much is school, but you can look at top 16, top 32. There are 100 schools in Jamaica, high schools. I stand to be corrected. How many of those schools can leave, the student can leave with at least 5, 6 CSC or A levels under their belt? How many students can leave there? How many grade 7 people come to the schools who can literally read and write? How many of them? I keep saying, until there's a revolution in education, until there's a real revolution, because these mountains are straight up with them. When you say these council and all these steering committee and a committee, to me, it's like you have created and you have waited on a 10, 15 before you implement. And some of these implementation are just weak. I say this. How many of the kids that come to high school can do basic math, can read? And so every teacher saying that grade 7 student come out grade 9 can't read. How that can be? So we're talking about from birth to 3 years, and after that they go to basic school. Then they go to primary school, and then they go to high school. And you're telling me with those two say basic, primary, they still can't read, they graduate, going to high school can't read. So who is failing them? Who is not taking care of kids then? Students, oh, the kids them bad. No, yeah, kids always going to be bad. The social environment that they grew up in is bad. But you as a teacher, our teachers should be able to put things in place. I call it PD, personal development, in place, which is guided by the headmaster or headmistress, to make sure those kids leave at least basic school fundamental to perform at a primary school and onwards. And every day, they cry and cry. So I want your teacher to tell me, otherwise, you are creating all the criminals in Jamaican society. Because you're not doing your job with love and fidelity. That's my point. And I've passed my time already, but this is where I'm at. So, Miss Dixon, the senator and leader, yeah, she's all nice and go to shows and she can say a lot. But if there's no revolution in education, that means that the man at Charlie Smith, the man at Trenchtown, wherever you are in school, them, if the kids at grade 11 now not leaving with at least 5, 6 subjects or more. Yes, because I know in them school, they're not even 5, 6, 7 subjects. Most of them not even get 1 subject. You can't tell me about it. That's why I said the labor laws in closing will have to change. The labor laws in Jamaica has to change. Because what is happening is that the kids that are left behind are left behind. There's no hope for them to even catch up somewhere. They have to go through many days, many years of struggle. And you can see now, even though the parents, they're unable to help their own kids because they went through the same education system without getting any form of formal education who can give you the basic thing. So what are teachers always crying about? More money. More money. Everything, more money. Money. And they get the money wrong, they want it for the streets. And let me say this. When the more of them come up foreign, as a fact, Most times on Mondays, they have a thing called PD, personal development. The principal go to the class. They have to be performing. They will make sure the kids are learning. If they're not learning, they're going to be fired or move to somewhere else. Because performance is the key for any educator. You can't come out of school. You can't leave pre-K and you can't leave high school. You can't read. My son, when COVID, them said to him, "Oh, he's not reading up to standard." Yes, me and mommy had to buckle on and help him read, get him books to make him read and give him the standard. Because once again, and making sure we can do maths and everything. Once again, the education system identified this issue. They put remedial programs in place, in the extra class, whatever to do, help more. That's what I'm talking about. The education, you can't someone come from basic to primary and come to high school still can't read. Something's wrong, something's broken. And my last thing and suggestion I would tell you, I would say to get over. The government of Jamaica needs to start thinking that every child that is born and after 1 year, they must give them a tablet, free tablet with free internet access. And I'm going to say why. You see this thing here called a phone? They watch a lot of things on YouTube. They watch a tablet. There's a lot of education. And so it helps when you watch, they see and they watch and help the concept thinking and help their thinking and help them speak better. They learn and they act from watching YouTube video with kids, a movie, whatever, and ABCs. So if they give a child a tablet from 1 year, first year, up to maybe 3 before they reach pre-K or kindergarten, whatever it is in Jamaica, then that gap maybe can help that kid to be speaking, to be reading, to be able to relate, and to communicate and speak his language. And then we'll move on to basic school, primary school. But we keep on with that tablet because that tablet should be going to with that child to high school. And maybe and so therefore there will have to be some upgraded in tablets. Because now you're talking about different material for each kid. And that will be one of the guys. In high school kids, that's where learning is right now. Visual, listening, right? And different shows and things. And so I say that to the Minister of Education, think about that. And don't tell me say the money, you don't have the money. That money is there. Every child that is born, a population of 10,000 born every year, after 1 year, those 10,000 kids should get a tablet. And finally, I keep saying finally, I mean, wow. I'm saying that laws in Jamaica, education laws and parenting laws have to get tougher in Jamaica. Parents are responsible for their kids up to reach 18 and more. And then I think they're moving on 23. Same to the government. The government has to have laws that all kids must be going to school. And if kids are not going to school, I don't want to hear about farming or help on farm. The parents who are the farming, get somebody to help them with farm. Hire somebody. But that child must be able to go to school uninterrupted, undisturbed during his age from 3 to 18 years. He must be in school. If he's not in school, someone has to be held accountable, which is more like the parents. And if that child goes off the grid in terms of they're upon the streets and learn and the gangs and the crime, then you rein him in. Bring him to a program. Bring him to a program that will help him to able to do things to help him if he can read, write, have social skills, use hands. Jamaica must start now tracking each child from birth to 18 years. I'm sorry. You have to track that child. Because once again, if you're not tracking that child, as per usual, a lot of kids in Jamaica have been lost through the system. And so they turn to the streets to survive. Some might survive good, some survive bad, turn criminal and all that. So that's my take on my talk and education. Because I've seen a lot. And I feel law need to change and teachers need to be hired at will, fired at will, same principle. I'm bored anyway. You got to be able to move and shut people up. Shut up people, I should say. Shut people if they are not performing, if they're not delivering, if they're not meeting the deliverables. And that's what all schools must have their standards, have their deliverables, and make sure that they're meeting the needs of the children. In fighting the politics of call evil from teachers and board member, chairman and school. That's unprogressive. That's back a wall. That's ghetto. Straight. Ghetto. Anyway, my friends, thank you for watching my perspective and hope you enjoy the rest of the week. It's always a pleasure to bring my perspective, give my thoughts, my views. Hopefully, I feel we can get the minister finance soon giving her budget presentation. I wonder what goodies will be in it or what if she, because it seems like they say no new taxes will be coming, and that's good. Government don't need no new taxes, and the era is over. The era of taxes is over. Taxes is over. It's time for the government to generate more revenue. And I will talk about the public sector next week. I hope we try to get a guest to come on and talk about Jamaica economy after the favor with the president. If that's the case, I'll see where she's going to make her presentation. So once again, thank you for joining another episode of My Perspective. I'm Sean Falcon, your host, and please, if you're in Jamaica, stay warm. Stay cool, I should say. In a foreigner, the weather gets up to about 50s a week. Not too bad. I'm surviving. So enjoy the rest of the night. Enjoy the rest of the week. Stay, I should say, just be safe. Yeah. And share your time with your family if you have time. Share your time with your family. Our family is precious. Yeah, my family is all it matters. So have a wonderful week, rest of the week, and I'll see you all next week, Wednesday, for another episode of My Perspective. I'm Sean Falcon, your host. I'm out. Good night.
Track and field fans, get ready for the ultimate relay showdown in the Big Apple. It's the New York Next Gen Invitational Relays 2025, the high school edition, featuring some big schools from Jamaica: Kingston College, Jamaica College, Calabar, Vere, Hydel, Homewood, and much more. Saturday, April the 19th, the place to be is the stadium at Memorial Field, 431 Garden Avenue, Mount Vernon, New York, from 8:30 in the morning till 6:30 p.m. Get your tickets now. They're only $25 before February 28th, $40 after, and children under 13 absolutely free. It's the New York Next Gen Invitational Relays, brought to you by the Board of Governors of the Next Generation Event Corp. For more information, call 929-360-7585 or 973-510-3148, or you can email info@nextgen-nyc.com. Take advantage of the early bird special. Get your tickets now. Track and field fans, you definitely don't want to miss this. Saturday, April 19. Don't miss it. Calling all track and field fans. Get ready for Saturday, April the 19th. Save the date. Save the date. Saturday, April the 19th. Get ready for a full day of track and field excellence as the Board of Governors of the Next Gen Event Inc. presents the inaugural Next Gen New York Invitational Relays event 2025, the high school version, from 8:30 in the morning till 6:30 p.m. inside the stadium at Memorial Field, 431 Garden Avenue, Mount Vernon, New York. Sponsors and partners are welcome, but make sure you get your entries in before March 31st. For more information, call 929-360-7585 or 973-510-3148. Or you can also email SHAWNNOCLAF@gmail.com. Track and field fans, don't miss it.